Christmas hanging here, yeah.
Yeah. And then is that the new shaker set?
I
think
do
it's the.
not
I think
know.
some pieces of it are the
Okay.
new shaker set, the one from the TI cache. So
Yep.
Cuckoo's marketing some predictions there. I'm leaning towards Undying because I think this is just bread and butter in a Dota. This is what they love picking. But I think T1, from what we've seen, they're like turtle power, and when you go on the guy, so that's exactly what just happened. Dubu full to 0 there. That was cool. I like seeing people use neutral items like that. Fake Grenade's an interesting new item that I would say is underwhelming on most heroes, but any hero with high damage, such as Tiny or Shaker, very useful.
Yep.
He's using it to farm creeps. That was cool. He enchant totem to hit the big creep and then fade grenaded it and it just died. That's I'm done fanboying over this fade grenade usage here.
Definitely one of those like items that feels like people are still trying to fully figure out a bit. How and where
Yeah, it's only a
best to
couple
use.
months old.
Yeah.
Silver Edge done on 23 Savage. The new Silver Edge not only does the bonus damage and the break, but it's a guaranteed crit on your first attack. So on a hero like Tiny, who already hits for 370 damage, it's a lot of damage.
Oh, yeah. This Tiny is getting very big. Hits level 20 now. Gets some extra status resist.
Silver Edge, for the most part, is the best carry item of the patch. It feels like if you're a carry that buys Silver Edge, you are innately buffed this patch. A lot of the reason why Tiny is so prioritized in the drafts. I could have said broken, but I'm going to say prioritized in the drafts. But he is broken.
We're going to be seeing a lot of Tiny picks and/or bans.
There's straight up like 4 to 5 counters on Undying against Tiny, and he's still #1 net worth.
But they almost overdid it, is the problem. Like, they didn't get a well-rounded draft. Like, obviously,
That's
the
true.
big thing is the no stuns, but it's like, yeah.
That is absolutely true. It does feel like their overall draft is weaker because of that fact. And Tiny's not even having a bad game because the rest of his team's having such a good game.
Yeah, nice job finding Moon keeping out, but they were just out of range for any kind of line disable.
Nice fissure block by Cuckoo.
Okay,
Tomato's
can he
stuck.
force this fight? 23 Savage gets the toss back, and Bryle in all
so
sorts
much
of trouble.
damage.
Cuckoo makes sure they secure the kill. Just happy to throw a solo Echo
Cuckoo?
Slam for this kill. That's how confident they are.
Throw the tree.
Cookie forward. He's invis for now, but he's going to be popping out in just a second. Doobie goes for a last-second cast here. The Phoenix gets the egg off just in time, and that's a great egg. We'll bring down the
Only an
23
Aegis,
Savage
though.
Aegis. Yep. On the backlines, they did get the Lion kill.
He does not have BKB. Still
But-
have Doom, though.
Yeah, with the Doom there, and
Shiva's done, Jesus.
no Supernova. I don't think Undying have any hope for this fight.
Yeah, Shiva's now has the 25% regen reduction, and Bryle's entire build, Sanjin Kaya and Eternal Shroud, is about like standing his ground and sustaining, and that was already not happening.
We'll see it again here.
You see it, like he's just standing his ground and still dying pretty hard to the Tiny.
I like Cuckoo just throwing an Echo Slam off, not like a big one, but just because he knows that Lesh is trying to lifesteal back through with the magic damage. He's like, okay, we gotta burst this guy, or this fight could go south.
Yeah, they just have so many stuns and overall scary ultimates
Yeah.
that it's fine for each one to just kind of chuck it out. You're also, when you have a massive lead, there's no reason to like hold on to spells. Your hero's items alone will often be enough, and it is now 15,000 gold in favor of T1.
Yeah, we're feeling...
No sign of stopping here.
No.
Let's go.
Yeah, we
Wrap it
weren't super feeling strongly about either side at the end of the draft, but we're quickly seeing some of the shortcomings of Undying's draft. As T1 looking for that killing blow, they've smoked up. What are they going to find here? Moon glimmered up is going to reveal himself in just a second, and Cuckoo has a fissure and plenty of follow-up if he needs it.
That's
maybe.
the Fey Grenade. Oh my god, the Fey Grenade.
Wow.
That owns.
is-
I've actually never seen it in action. I've only heard of it.
Yeah, teammates were kind of backing him up, and Cuckoo's like, I just got this by myself. I'll solo kill him.
Yeah, that's quick. The fact that you usually have to chase them down for the second enchant totem, and you know the Fey Grenade also gives you a little bit of movement speed. Player with highest net worth is Carl. I need you to step it up, Tomato. Even if you lose this game, I need you to be highest net worth, my friend.
Isn't it Tiny? 23 Savage?
Oh, it updated. It said Carl.
Maybe he dropped something for a second, like dropped an item on the ground.
Oh, it was probably on the courier is what
Yeah,
happened.
okay.
Because the courier like takes your net worth away for a bit.
Okay.
Interesting.
I think that's my prediction. I don't don't know where I see.
I need
23, there we
Tomato
go.
to do Terrorblade things and be highest net worth, but still losing. That's what I need.
Dude, we're so up on the trees.
Wait,
Should've
what
gone
is it?
500 plus. It's already at about to hit 300.
Oh my god. Oh no, it's by 30 minutes.
Oh, okay.
Oh.
We're
Oh my god, this
gonna
is
be
clutch.
They get the Doom kill. The Leshrac as Saberlight was trying to save him. The backline's here. Looks like TV's getting out.
Okay, I need you guys to chill on the tree destruction
24, so it's by 30 minutes. Oh, we're fine. Yeah, we got this.
here. Nice,
We
Law.
are tree wizards.
Why does it keep saying that 23 Savage is like the highest net worth? Like, why is he dropping from highest to next? You know what I mean? Like, I thought he was highest just the whole time.
Yeah, I wonder if Tiny's doing something like dropping an item on the ground like his treads.
Oh, maybe he's dropping to like stick or something. You know?
He hasn't. I was thinking that, but he's been sitting on 21 charges for a
Okay.
while.
Okay, whatever.
Goes for the break, but gets pushed back. Nice psychic headband to keep the Tiny away. And that wastes his BKB as well, so Dubu, the cute little play.
These neutral items, I don't think I've ever seen this much impact from the actives of neutral items. The Fey Grenade and now the Psychic Headband. Got the Ceremonial Robe.
The Blast Rig.
I don't know, this Ceremonial Robe is pretty broken for the Dire Squad. It gives minus 10% status resistance and minus 10% magic resistance for the enemy team. And they have a lot of stuns and a lot of magic damage, so they're just taking that much more damage.
Not good.
Moon Shard for 23 Savage. Really nice against the Phoenix on Undying.
Here comes Undying. Things have just been going very hopelessly for them for quite some time, and this could be their kind of last go at
Carl's
turning this
poised
game
to
around.
break the smoke, but they're actually going to miss it.
Yeah, can they blow him up, though? He's got no BKB. This is a great kill for them if they can get it. And I believe they should. The fish or the cookie out, not going to be enough. So they get the kill. They would love more here with the Metamorph being committed. I'm not sure if T1's going to give them more.
He does have the Atos. 4 seconds for Saberlight. The one disable they kind of have.
Okay, they got him in the pit. This should be a second kill. So nice move from Undying. It's, you know, it feels like the first step of what needs to be many to get back in this game, but it's
How many
it's
steps
a good start.
are there? How many? I'd say
That
it's at
is-
least 7.
That happening 7 times, yeah.
Yeah,
I mean,
something
killing
like that
Tiny
happens.
7 times, yeah. If it's Tiny.
Yeah.
Absolutely. Even like 3 or 4 if it's
I
Tiny.
think like crucial core kills is what
Yeah.
I'd mean by 7. Like if it's like
Yeah.
a Doom kill too, because he's got freaking Shiva's almost refresher on the Doom.
Yeah.
He's rich.
7's feeling about right with the deficit they're at.
Ooh, the Blast Rig against the Illusions. That's value. Yeah, we'll show that item to people because they probably have no idea what it does. Basically, it's really good against like Slark and Ursa and PA. Super annoying for those heroes, but the active of 300 damage just killed the Terrorblade Illusions. So
Also, we got the cool Twitch extension. The Suns fan and Bookers.
Oh,
so, yeah. We
yeah.
don't have to show you guys. If you don't know what an item does,
as long as you're moused over the hero, right?
Yeah.
You have to be selecting them.
I think so. Or you can. There's even a shop button you can click and open up all the items in the shop. I don't know if that includes neutrals. You should.
You
Usually
probably
it does,
could, because yeah, you can tab over to the neutrals.
Yeah,
Yeah,
it probably
yeah.
does. Yeah. You
There
guys
are
new to
neutral items
watching
in the
Dota?
game, by the way, guys. Just in case you needed to remember an extra 70 items in the game. They are there. You'll probably know by the end of the tournament just in time to watch for next year when they're all new.
I find them harder to remember because it's like you never include them in your build, like for heroes you play, because it's just like kind of there's randomness with which ones you
Yeah,
grab.
the only reason I know all the neutral items is because I play a lot of Dota.
Yeah.
And I don't
That's
think
how
there's
you do
any
it.
other way to know them, really.
Yeah. I mean, going up to tier 3, tier 4, there's not. You see them often enough that you figure out what they do. The tier 5s, tier 5s are the ones that you kind of forget about.
That Fey Grenade just insta-killed Dubu there.
Oh, quick jump, quick couple of kills.
It just seems so easy for T1, right? Like, obviously they have a massive net worth lead, and we just saw how many stars had to align for Undying to get 2 kills, and it feels like they literally just saw them, pushed a couple buttons, and killed them.
And it was 2 kills that didn't lead into like any kind of objective.
And now this is just a Roche.
Yeah, it was so deep on the Radiant side of the map there was nothing they could do after getting the kills.
Oh my god, he got the refresher on Doom. He got 2 Devours. Hear me out. Look at it. Look at his buff bar.
Okay.
And 2 Midas usages.
Value.
That is
Oh, he's
the
yeah,
dream,
he
man.
is taking over that top net worth slot now with the refresher orb.
When those Devourers tick off, oh man, that's 420 gold blaze it. That's going to feel so good. 210 per Devour, people. He's got all the Scorched Earth damage talents, and then he has the Doom DPS talent. So Doom is 16 damage, or sorry, 16 seconds of 90 damage. That is 1,440 pure damage. That's like all of Leshrac. That's like 2/3 of Leshrac's health, ignoring any other source of damage. And for Terrorblade, that's about half. So that's a lot of damage. Will he go for the Ags is the question. Extends the duration by 4 seconds. Also break, or 6 seconds.
For now, looking at the Arcane Blink, wanting that cooldown reduction.
It's actually really nice for the animation too. It makes your cast animations lower. So Doom is a really annoying spell to get off.
Finding the front lines here. They stun up the Leshrac, but T1 will back off a little bit.
Zephyr's been so clutch with these cookies. I feel like because of the lack of disables, that it's effectively like a force F, right? The cookie's been enough to disengage in a way that they don't have to like pop BKBs or anything else like that in order to survive the onslaught of the spells from Undying. I don't think Lincoln Sphere is your play, Tomato. I think you have some serious damage issues. I think we need like Daedalus Rapier and hope for the best, but then again, you'll probably just die, so I don't know.
Yeah, it's such a hard game. Get doomed or Tiny gets on top of you. It's so many things that it's like damned if you do, damned if you don't. And whatever item you go for, there's going to be a downside to it.
You generally don't itemize to live when you're losing.
Yeah.
It's not really how you want to come back. Because usually when you're winning, the way you lose is by dying. When you're losing, the way you win is by killing them.
Yep.
So often, that's how you have to itemize.
Kind of similar, like you often aren't going to be saving for buyback when you're losing. You just want to buy whatever items you can get.
Yeah. It's like, you're not going to suddenly kill this Tiny because you have a Lincoln Sphere. That's not... Please do not buy... He bought Lincolns. That is very NA. I will say that right now. That is an incredibly NA way to buy items.
Caesar Doom and the other team is like, I'm getting an item for myself.
Yeah. I'm telling you, I've done this many a time. I understand why he's doing it. I don't approve, but obviously they're doing a good tournament, so it is what it is. I just don't know how they're ever going to bring down more than one hero on T1. I feel like they have to throw the entire kitchen and the sink at one hero to get anybody. They do have the Blink Dagger on Brile, so they have like a little bit of mobility coming in, but he doesn't have like a sheep stick queued up or anything like that. What's Moon Meander going? Refresher? I'd honestly like to see a sheep on him. Like, I need to see some stuns, people.
Well, you're about to see some from Cuckoo. Oh, no, he second guesses it has to be KB. They're just trying to Dark Rift out. They've already lost Dubu here, and now the Doom comes out. He cancels the Dark Rift. They're going to buy back and try and take this fight. Blink, Echo Slam, the follow-up isn't there. Tomato.
Double Doom.
He's been doomed, yeah.
He didn't BKB.
Oh, no. He goes down without buyback. He bought out, and now Phoenix on the run without a dive. Lions... what was that? Gets pushed back. Decides against chasing.
Catches Dubu with the fish. All right. Shiva's with vision. He blinks in. Oh, he blinked away. Okay.
Oh, yeah. He's got that good old psychic headband
baited
again.
Me. I thought he blinked in.
Okay. Another convincing teamfight win for T1. Now up 28k gold. No buyback on TB. No Metamorph even if he does respawn.
Yeah, this tier 4 is about, or tier 3 is about to get like 8-shotted here. Right. He's also got the Satanic, so this whole Underlord play of wearing you down is just not going to cut it.
Underlord Leshrac just playing the annoying high ground defenders. The Split Earth's just being spammed out. The Firestorm as well.
I don't think 23 Savage cares.
Yep.
No cares here. Satanic's up in 6 seconds again.
That's the worry a bit about the Aegis timing.
He's down in 23 seconds. He'll probably 23 seconds on the 23 Savage Aegis. He's down to just.
I think he wants to go back in. Yeah. As much as they'd like the melee racks, it's not worth potentially risking.
Leveler. You probably keep the Titan Sliver. Honestly, it's so good on Tiny because it's 20% base damage, and he has 340 base damage. So that's like 68 damage. He needs a little bit more damage, and that's a really nice item.
Always keep the Leveler for like a high ground push after you kill a couple heroes where you just want that building damage.
Yeah. The thing is, Tomato only hits for, even in meta, he only hits for like 320 damage. It's it's really not that much. Right now he hits for, yeah, he only hits for 270, maybe a little bit less. Let's see. Spell Prism on Cuckoo. Blink Silver Edge on him as well. So you get the guaranteed hit on the crit of the Enchant Totem. So Enchant Totem gives him 400%. He's got 200 base damage. He will hit for 1,080 damage on his Enchant Totem. And then the Silver Edge makes it a guaranteed 160% crit. So he will crit you for 1,600 damage if he hits you here with the Silver Edge.
Sounds a bit painful. That doesn't sound ideal.
He also has the Shard on Earthshaker. They just have so much control. So scary for everyone on Undying.
Oh, this is... perhaps, I mean, last time I saw them go for this 5-man smoke, maybe 10-15 minutes ago, it felt like one of their last big efforts to get themselves back in the game. They did kill 2 heroes that time. We'll see if they can get...
got Refresher BKB. I don't know how this is going to work.
They need to instantly stun him, and Carl, while he just BKBs, doesn't go for any kind of turn and Doom play. He can refresh this BKB if he really wants. He may want to Doom and refresh. No, he didn't get his second BKB
He didn't
up.
double BKB there.
Yeah.
Did he Doom anyone either? He didn't Doom anyone either because the cookie interrupted his Doom animation.
He needed to just Doom sooner and then pop the refresh, and they're getting chased down. They didn't have buyback. Great smoke from Undying. It's worked out fantastically.
Growl?
Can they get more? Growl, yeah.
He just got crit for 1,800 damage by Cuckoo there.
Ouch.
That's an off-lane shaker, and that hurt a lot. Crit shaker's no longer a meme anymore because of Silver Edge. And who's stranded here? Moon Meander. In his own little world over here. He's keeping it PMA, while Zephyr's literally voice lining him as he's standing next to him. You gotta respect the dedication and persistence of these voice liners. So the question is, when will Tomato deal damage? Does he just go Swiftblink Rapier? Is it just Swiftblink Rapier? The thing about Terrorblade is he scales a lot worse in the late game than he used to. His stat gains have been reduced just a bit. And then they also removed his Metamorphosis attack range talent. He used to have like 200 attack, or like 300 attack range on Metamorph at level 25. The duration's nice, but it's just not the same. You'd rather be really, really, really strong for 50 seconds than like pretty strong for 70 seconds. Cuckoo just killing couriers. Saberlight was trying to finish his Lotus Orb, but it didn't have the items on it yet. It was going out.
Cuckoo, I feel like his Shaker is one of those heroes that future teams are going to be looking at like, yeah, we maybe want to just span that one out. It's looked pretty good in multiple games with it now.
23 Savage has his own Swift Blink. A lot of Blink Silver Edge heroes in this game. You have Blink Silver Edge on Cuckoo, Blink Silver Edge on Tiny. Let's just buy a Silver Edge on Carl. Replace that Midas with Silver Edge, and we'll all have the same items. Blink Silver Edge BKB. Says a lot about this patch. Upgraded Blink Silver Edge and a BKB. These are the common items.
Also hitting some of these level 25s now. Tiny is 26. Gets the Avalanche cooldown. Doom. It's 25.
Oh, he took the Avalanche.
The Infernal Blade damage.
A lot of people take the toss charges, but they did nerf that. Used to be 3.
Both teams posturing around this high ground, wanting to play around their vision. Undying's like, we got this ward. We need to hold here.
Hold
Use
the ward.
This. Yeah, this is us. We gotta fight. We need to like lock them in this place with the TB Metamorph. Saberlight goes on the high ground, has the spider legs. Yep, that's a nice thing to
has
force
no
here,
way to get past this
oh
vision.
no, that's a BKB Metamorph that's being used. Maybe he just needs to buy a refresher at some point. Although that's, again, it's not damage. You want damage, and it's just not really coming from Tomato in some of these fights.
I'm really not a fan of the Lincolns. I already critiqued it earlier. The fight where he got doomed there, when he had the Lincolns, he was hitting Earthshaker like for 10 seconds and just didn't kill him. So I would have really liked a Daedalus. Or even just a Silver Edge of his own. Just some item that makes him hit harder. As it just doesn't matter how long you're hitting people if you hit for 320 damage at 44 minutes into the game. Like, Doom has 25 armor in Ashivas, so you're doing less attack speed. Tiny has 30 armor. Cuckoo's not got that much armor, but he's pretty elusive now with the Ags. Pretty hard to stick onto targets. Whitemon's going to kill all your illusions because he's got the Shard, which makes it so that he drains multiple targets as well, I believe. Yeah, up to 3 enemies.
Undying are near this Roche, but can or will they contest it? Not sure the answer is yes. TB.
It is an Axe Scepter on the Roche. Who's taking it? Is it 23 Savage? Is it Carl?
I like Carl.
Okay, yeah, you got 2 Dooms. Might as well make them last longer and break. Why not?
They go blinking in instantly the second they finish off Roshan. They knew Undying were nearby, but Undying's like, yeah, we gotta get out. This one's over.
Okay, Tomato sold his Dragonlance for what? What did he sell it for? Okay, he's got the full Swift Blink. They are now up by 40k net worth. Why are there so many games where people are up by like 40,000?
Yeah. We saw it last game. It was kind of quite like 45-minute stomps. That's what the Secret was. And this was, this one is one-sided right now, but we'll see if Undying can make some kind of a big high ground defense.
This game's felt pretty one-sided ever since Carl killed Bryle bottom there. Yeah. Like that was the beginning of the end, it felt like.
Now they just start poking at the high ground. It's Tiny. He's a one-man wrecking crew when it comes to killing buildings. Stick maybe, do a few hits, gets low, has to back off and go for some kind of satanic lifesteal often.
I feel like both these teams have similar playstyles and drafting styles, and T1 just had a better understanding of that this game. I thought Undying's lanes were going to go better, and they'd be able to snowball, but at the end of the day, man, I know Kyle would have probably flamed me for picking the draft that had no stuns. Because at the end of the day, both teams were farming. T1 just has a bunch of stuns and playmaking potential, and Undying, their only real momentum hero, the Leshrac, got killed, and then suddenly they have no momentum, and after 30 minutes of no momentum, here we are.
Yeah. It's not like T1's played super active looking to fight constantly. It's just whenever they do fight, they're getting those kills.
Oh, it's so efficient. They're farming 3 places on the map for the majority of the game. They're casting ultimates on single targets because they have so many ultimates.
Savage, seeing what he can get. Blinks in just to do some damage.
Oh my god.
It's like 7 or 8 shutting a tower, I feel like. Just a casual doom from Carl onto the Undying. Can they finish him off? The Totem Echo Slam in from Cuckoo.
This is just space making dooms.
2. Yep, they're just letting the Tiny take the racks while they zone everyone out. Whitemon getting low, the TB BKB. Able to bring down the line, and 23 Savage. Yep, nicely timed BKB TP out.
My boy Zephyr. I gave him a shout out on Twitter today. Nice. He's the most PMA person in the tournament.
That's high praise.
Yeah.
Those are rare. I saw you shouting out Whisper as well. His offlane place.
Yeah, I actually had never watched Zephyr before the Animator, and not just because he's spamming my voice lines. I am a big fan of his support style. He seems to always have space to farm on the map, which is weird because his cores farm so much.
Yeah.
So somehow that works out.
It's almost like what you sometimes see from Secret, where it's like a lot of greedy players, but they make it work. They find this right balance.
They save each other really well. I think that's what makes T1's style work so well for them, is they're really good at grouping up to save each other.
Cuckoo's just baiting. Oh my god, that Rax just gets deleted. They throw out another Doom under the Leshrac here. That Egg is going to zone them away. But not a whole lot they can do, and Metamorphosis still on cooldown means that was the only way they even killed a Lion last fight. They're going high ground 4 versus 5 here.
He's got Swift Blink Basher on Tomato. I think you got to go.
Yep, he just blinks in. Melee form, he doesn't care. He's just trying to do what he can. Cuckoo gets the BKB out to try and help get him out here. 23 Savage is low. He needs a lifesteal, but yep, he has Aegis.
And BKB and Cheese.
Did pop the Satanic, though. He's going to slot back in the Cheese. And they threaten to kill him here. They don't want to commit too much because of that BKB.
They got the Maledict on him, so he'll tick down, but he's not going to die or anything.
I'll just fall back and not overcommit to that melee Rax.
Like, I respect the fact that Undying's holding and that T1 wants to play it safe, but guys, you're up by 49k. So let's put the nail in the coffin here.
I think they don't know it's 49k. And some of that's the Ags from Roche, so it's a little inflated.
I mean, it's the Ags on Doom, That's a nice Ags.
That's very true.
What's he going? Is he going Wind Waker? He has a Yule's. Okay. Honestly, like, if I'm going to give style points, I want to blink in with Doom. I want to Doom somebody, BKB, and then I want to, like, swirl around in a tornado moving through the crowd. I don't think this is a saving Yule Scepter because they don't really have a burst damage combo on Undying.
Tiny just looking to blink in and take out the racks.
Objective gamer
Yep.
here.
He's
He might
had
die
enough.
for this, but that's not really that bad if he does.
Maybe Leshrac, he's the one who's in trouble. Cuckoo, blink, echo. Decent damage coming out from the Shaker as he is getting low on 23 Savage's Tiny, but he gets a bit of health back from the G's, and that may be just
The
enough
bash, the ranged
to keep
bash.
him alive.
That's not enough.
Carl, he's in the front lines here. Slowing everyone down, and that is probably it for Undying, unfortunately, at this point. They didn't lose the TB, but his Metamorphosis is going to be wasted.
He just doesn't do any damage. I know I've harped on it several times. He just doesn't do any damage.
Who doesn't do any damage?
The TB.
Okay.
He wailed on 23 Savage for a while, and he just narrowly escaped.
Gonna buy back the Witch Doctor. TB forced away. Using that Wind Waker. The style points for Carl. As Cuckoo also styling around the map with the Acceptor Totems. And with these heroes buying back, it does seem like T1 are going to play things safe. This
61k! 60k! He's got a Rapier on Tiny. Why? Wait, why? Why does he have a Rapier?
Felt like buying a Rapier.
There's no way he is supposed to buy a Rapier here. I can't imagine it ends up costing them anything, but I feel like if there was a way to lose, it would be by giving a Rapier.
Yep. Well, Undying, you know, we talk about map shrinking and certain opponents. Their map is it's like this block. It's here. They don't get to leave this area.
I mean, 23 Savage, he's a pretty young guy. He's probably gone through puberty in the last, like, 5 years. He's got cojones of steel here with this Rapier purchase.
Buying a Rapier when you're up 60k gold and Mega Creeps. I don't know if that's the...
that's, like, the worst time to buy a Rapier.
Sure. Cuckoo, they take out the TB. He's got a buyback here in the Dark Rift.
Here's the bait. But actually, Tiny's going to kill your base in literally 3 seconds.
If he wants to go for the objectives, and it looks like that's the plan for 23 Savage, although there is an egg supernova to worry about. 23 Savage getting a little low. Used the Satanic already.
He's making it interesting. No BKB, no Satanic. Blinking.
Does he want to go? 23 Savage. White one in the front lines. He needs help, but he's magic immune. The mana drain. Oh, and there comes the Tiny. Doesn't actually.
This Tiny has no way out, guys. Oh my God! You had to just commit there. Just get him.
Yeah.
There's no better time than now.
Yep.
Time is now. No BKB.
But Roche number 4. That's what matters here.
That's true. That's really important to securing the victory for T1 here.
There's just no way for Undying to leave their base. They're definitely trapped.
He needs Battle Fury Rapier on Terrorblade in order to clear these creeps effectively and kill people. We need the Arteezy Terrorblade from like 2017. Battle Fury Rush.
He did that one. That was definitely not good at the time.
No, it was good because what happened was the illusions got like 60% damage from the Battle Fury. So you farmed like a monster. And then they nerfed it like a week later, and then it was bad, and people kept building. People kept building.
Maybe I remember the part was bad.
People kept building it after the nerf, and then it was bad. So Arteezy somehow baited everyone else into buying that item. Ruined more pubs than pro matches that it helped.
Oh, not kidding. They are waiting for the Roshan. It's a very quick respawn, though, so we don't have to wait too long.
I want to see some Snapfire Ags. That's some style points. I want to see Ags into Wind Waker. That's a lot of style points. Immense amount of style points. Oh, he got bashed mid-Ags jump on Cuckoo. I've never seen that.
What's it going to be?
Give the Ag... No, don't give it to Whitemon. Give it to Zephyr. Oh... Finger on Lion, so boring. Launching people, on the other hand, that's fun.
T1 enjoying their extra bit of camera time here, as I believe most of the other games have ended at this point.
He just doomed himself. Can't Wind Waker yourself when you're doomed.
blinking in, and he's going to actually manage to
He's actually going to die here.
Huge.
Wow.
They're defending this.
Okay, he has BKB.
Oh, big echo from Cuckoo.
There goes
Absolutely destroyed, too.
Moonmeander just straight died.
Oh
my God!
GG.
Tomato was never even in the fight.
Oh, man. Well, 4 out of 4 predictions. How'd you do, Brian?
I got 2 out of 4 because I predicted we went for the opposite route, right? Because the team that will win will have the carry with the highest net worth, so I got both of those wrong. But we both got the tree. You also go for the boundless, or the tree. What's the jump? What's the jump called?
On the Penguin?
On the Monkey King, the landing thing.
The Primal Spring.
Primal Spring, thank you.
Yes.
Both of which are like, that's how they usually dominate the lane, is the slows. And Weaver, obviously, with the haste from the Saguchi, will be Gucci. So I'm definitely favoring T1's draft. I think Weaver as a carry has been underrated throughout the tournament. I think a lot of teams have been hesitant to flex him back to a carry when they pick him like with a couple picks left in the draft.
Yep.
And I really like that T1 left him as a carry.
Yeah. And they're going to round things off. End of the day, fatigue setting in. It's, 10 p.m. You've maybe been playing since the...
And they've applied it so well. They're up by 3K, and they're up by 3 towers. All 3 tier 1... Oh, they're up by 2 towers. Never mind. Bottom tier 1 is gone, but that's like the easy one to take, while usually the safe lane tower bottom, or the off lane tower doesn't get taken. As like Undying, trying to make something happen, but like you said, they keep wanting it to do happen, but T1's like... I feel like they're picking their battles very carefully.
Yep. For a second, Cuckoo started casting his teleport to come to the Ancients, and then he canceled it. Feels like they know something's up here. They drop a sentry as if they know that their triangle had been invaded, and now, they get the Observer. That nice Ice Pouch catches the Lina. Braille in trouble. He doesn't have his BKB yet. The Rolling Thunder from Saberlight's going to come in, but they've already lost Braille. What a move from T1. They recognized exactly where Undying had made their smoke to. They got down the necessary vision and hit the perfect Ice Path initiation. Sick plays from White One.
Kugu's got that Gleipnir coming out in 70 gold. So all these heroes that are running away and TPing out, that's not going to happen anymore. So that's a big one there. They've got Pango bottom getting set up on. Cuckoo's got the Atos. He's got no roll. Well, yeah, he's dead.
No escape for him, and
you can show on one creep wave, and then once you've killed that creep wave, you can't show anymore because you will just die.
Moon thinks he can show a little bit in the mid lane, but instantly gets jumped on as well. T1 going from kill to kill, a bit faster paced than last game.
I love to see T1 playing this way. I don't think I've seen them play this way in the 6 games we've casted. It's nice to see multi-dimensional, like they're ready to punish a passive playstyle.
Yeah. It's definitely been much more of the let's pick 23 Savages, Medusa, and whatnot. And even their offlaner and mids have been very greedy, like mid Dooms and offlane Dooms.
I think this Weaver carry, where like most teams, I'm pretty sure Undying was like 99% sure it was Weaver 4, Tiny 1 in the draft. I'm pretty sure this Weaver carry swap was game winning. It's only because it changes the pace of the game, right? Because Tiny wants to wait until 20 minutes with the Echo Saber, Shadow Blade, Shard BKB, while Weaver starts his action super early. And it made Saberlight's game non-existent because of how many times he was pressured bottom. And if you look at the net worths of the course, like Saberlight's just, it's hurt.
And it's not like Tiny as a 4 has felt at all underwhelming. This 4 of Tiny has been very impactful.
It was such a free Weaver game that he didn't really need a support in the lane. So like this 4 Tiny, who's generally going to be weak in the first few levels, that weakness was not able to be exploited by Undying as they go again. Zephyr support Tiny. Oh my god!
Oh no, that's so demoralizing.
Give him the I was gonna say give it to him, man. Keep PMA, keep BSJ, give it to him right there. You can rely on this guy.
Oh yeah,
he's PMA right now.
That's gotta hurt. I feel like that's like 3 back-to-back smokes. Undying, they know this game's slipping away. They got to make these moves now, and it's just not quite working for them every single time. Maybe like make sure they're not in the Roshan pit. T1 have other ideas. They're just playing the farm game. They're playing the full map. One hero farming and pushing mid, one bottom. Enemy Ancients, their own jungle, their own Ancients. Just very efficient gameplay from T1.
Yeah, my issue with the Undying draft is that all 3 of their cores need a little bit of babysitting. And when you have 3 cores that need babysitting, they're either going to sit together and not farm, or they're going to get picked off one at a time, because you can't babysit all of them. And that's kind of what's been happening, is they've been attempting to move out on the map. But, we saw Braille fighting before his BKB at the Radiant Ancients. You see Saberlight getting forced out of bottom lane. He's hanging out with the team here. It just feels really awkward. Tomato's got BKB, so it is time for him to lead the charge. They also have Braille BKB. If there's a time, it's now. Mid-tower seems to be the objective, but Zephyr is just clearing the wave. That is so obnoxious.
Yep. Again and again. And they've got all these heroes that can push wave. Jakiro goes bottom. They've got Nature's Prophet who can push out waves very easily and safely if you just want to use the treants. So very frustrating to make these, you want to make these 4-man, 5-man smoke moves and suddenly all your lanes are getting pushed in.
Yeah, one concept I never really thought about until I casted with Aoi is that the idea of like side lane heroes. Heroes that are side laners are like elusive heroes that kind of catch you off guard. While in the mid lane, there's pretty much all the information in the world. The river's like very open. It's hard to sneak up on anybody. And so Undying has a lot of side lane heroes. Like the Monkey King, he's never going to stun you in the river. Same with Pango. And so I have a hard time believing they're ever going to be able to get out on the map through mid lane. And the problem is that T1's also has really good side lane heroes. Invoker's an assassin hero. Tiny's going to be winding through the trees. Weaver. So I think they're going to get beat at their own game in the side lane Dota, and we're seeing T1 just run at them over and over.
They're fishing for this monkey. They'll get him with the avalanche. Moon, maybe a turnaround coming. Zephyr could have overstepped here. The Lina trying to burst him down. A couple more right clicks in the Dragon Slave. They'll get him.
No BKB yet on this Prophet.
Cuckoo being rolled on. Yeah, he's a little bit short. He may be a second casualty. Not a bad. Woohoo! An ice path into tornado. Oh, that's huge, but Cuckoo's still going to die for it. They just don't have the damage to follow it up. That was so beautiful looking, but they didn't have the damage.
Honestly, they have no troll BKB, and there's a DD top, and they scouted it with a tree. I'm pretty sure they just kill Roche with this. So the thing about Dota is you can get all the kills you want, 2-0 for Undying, but I think this is going to net an objective for T1, which it's just not how you get back in the game. It's a start. You have to do it. It's important that they caught Cuckoo before the BKB. But I don't think it's going to mean much in the grand scheme of things here, as they're just going to take Roche hit.
Straight on in.
Alacrity plus DD. He could A-click somebody on the map and draw aggro from this bug. Do it! Draw aggro from the bug! No! Let the bug die. Okay, player with highest net worth at 25 was 23 Savage by a hair. Wasn't exactly convincing.
Was that our prediction?
Player with highest total magic damage at 10 minutes. That was also our prediction. Brile, we're 2 for 2. Roche going towards 23 Savage. He can play like a god now. He's unkillable.
He's charging forward. He knows not much that can kind of scare him. Dubu does get off the tombstone on the side here. They found Zephyr. They are just so frustrated by this Tiny. They're focusing so much on him.
They did counter him.
Yeah.
And that is why he's a support.
Rolling Thunder just for the 4 Tiny. But you've kind of mentioned it like even last fight. It's like you just got to take what you can get at this point if you're Undying.
They have no BKB on 23 Savage, and they do have the BKB on Tomato, so this is why they're not mid lane heroes. Like mid lane heroes like Jakiro, ones that can clear the wave from really far away, and you don't have to reveal yourself. It's like there's the information's all there, but you just don't put yourself in a position to ever get gone on. T1's doing an amazing job, because earlier we saw they wanted to group up for mid, and Zephyr just cleared it with Avalanche Toss, and now you're seeing Whitemon do it with his ultimate. So the thing is, it's like, as Undying's lineup, unless you have Blink Roll from the Pango, how do you actually kill these supports who are just sending their nukes from long range and backing off? I don't think you can deal with it. But they're farming both side lanes again. We see Moon Meander potentially setting up for Tomato here, while Saberlight's doing his own thing, and now he's connected to his team through mid.
But this high ground ward here, they seem to know it's there. Good heads-up play from T1 is 23 Savage.
He got the basher.
Yep, Boundless Strike to lead things off. The Rolling Thunder not going to work against the BKB, though. Good safe play from 23 Savage. Just says he has the Aegis, but he just wants to commit the BKB to get out of there safely.
Yeah, he is having some sustain issues on Weaver. He's kind of consistently sitting at like half HP or less, which makes it pretty limiting of his aggression. I almost would like to just see him go base here. Yeah, he's going base. Okay, good. You don't feel... That doesn't feel good, but you got to do it. You got to do it. He's got 3 minutes on Aegis.
Okay.
Scotty's probably going to come out like right at the end.
They'll grab some tier 3 neutral items and maybe try to take a fight with the Aegis. We'll see what T1 have in mind as Undying themselves just like, okay, we zone this Weaver away, let's just keep on farming. Wait this Aegis out, farm the lanes. But here come T1. They're smoked up, looking to make the next big move.
BKB on Carl. Force Staff on Zephyr. That's actually really important against like the Wukongs and Undying Tombstone. Just disengage from the roll.
Good position from Dubu. Well, tanks the smoke gang. Does throw out the tomb. That's going to feed a bit of extra gold, but not the biggest deal.
I think that was his job. I don't think there's much else.
Yep.
They don't want to fight on Undying, so if they don't know where T1 is, somebody has to find out.
Ooh, went for the toss back, didn't quite land it, but on the back lines, it is going to be the Nature's Prophet just TPing in with the BKB, and Bryle just dies.
He didn't BKB the ice
to Cuckoo. As 23 Savage doesn't really want to fight Moon and the Wukongs, maybe going to wait for that one to wear off. He's still kind of playing around the back of this fight, looking to deal with the troll, as the chase elsewhere is on for the Pingaleer, who gets Gleipnired up, meteored.
The Vlad's lifesteal on the swashbuckle. Oh. XD, says Cuckoo in all chat.
Is there some beef here? We thought it was all friendly, but all these Saberlight tips and Cuckoo XD, maybe there's like, some pub game beef or something. Who knows?
That might be the most accurate application of Kyle's voice line. You talking to me?
Yeah.
With the XD.
Yeah. I was wondering, they both play the same role. Maybe like they meet in the pub and they're like fighting over. I want to play.
Yeah, maybe that's what happened, and then like one of them failed to do it, and the other guy was salty. Yeah, that could easily happen.
Not like real beef, just like a. Oh man, you ruined this pub game where I wanted to play offlane or something, so I'm going to tip you now.
Yeah, I'd had some beef with Leo Style, and I apologize to him at the event, and I think I might have thrown him off. They're not doing so hot, but it's fine. I hope we're cool, Leo Style. As Tomato, that doesn't look like a build if you're enjoying your game as Troll Warlord. Blink Nullifier? I can understand what he's going for.
Yeah.
You just, as a troll, you want to go like man-up items, like Satanic and S and Y. But he's in this spot where he's feeling like he's having a tough time hitting people, and so the Blinks to get on top of him and the Nullifiers to prevent them from running away. I totally get it, but it doesn't sound enjoyable, I guess you could say. He's going to have mana issues. I actually don't know what he does for mana. Troll's got one of the worst endgames in all of Dota. He's got, I think, 1. It's, just a flat 1 endgame. So he has no mana to work with. The Nullifier costs 75 mana. Bryle going for the Shadow Blade. He's almost got it. Yep. The thing is, Weaver is so good against these Shadow Blade builders because once you get the shards, it reveals you an invis. The bugs, yeah. Yep. And he does lose the Aegis. 23 Savage. It's out.
And always nice when you see there's this important shard, and you're like, oh, second Roche, it's coming up, in next 3 to 5 minutes.
Part of what I think makes Weaver so good this patch is that pretty much every hard-hitting carry in the game wants to go Shadowblade, and Weaver's the only carry that can conveniently detect you.
Get the Avalanche toss, followed up with an Ice Path, but he gets the BKB off.
Oh, they're going to fight.
They're going to, turn and go on Zephyr now. Gets the root, and Zephyr is likely just going to die. He gets the Force Staff away at the last second, and that's going to be enough to save him as the chase is on
Troll if he gets it off. Oh, he got
it
off! Oh!
He's life-stealing now.
Oh,
he wants Carl 1-2 more, and clicks. He's going to get him. Tomato. He's turned this fight around for his team. Cuckoo going to be next. They've got 3. Undying have found the magical fight
now to
turn this game around.
Right there. Good job, Bryle. Team morale.
Yeah. Game like this, approaching that kind of must-win status to make upper bracket.
I want to look at his inventory right now on Tomato and give props to the most value Helm of Iron Will in the history of Dota 2. As he is going to live with, what, like 50 health when he gets this ultimate off?
So, yeah, again, Saberlight does a good job of finishing off that first kill, and then he comes back to hit some additional stuns and lockdown while the Troll narrowly survives.
Wow.
And they get a tier 1 mid, they get a tier 2 mid. Huge gold swing. Huge
what is happening?
Team fight for Undying.
That's exactly what they needed. I think, man, T1, you want to be aggressive because you're so far ahead, but that's like the only way. Overcommitting into Wukong's Tombstone. That's like the only way you're going to lose fights when you're that far ahead. But now the game's they're not that far ahead anymore. Nullifier is a constant dispel. Probably people haven't seen this item very much, and it dispels continuously over the course of 5 seconds. And now Force Staff is dispellable. So you cannot Force Staff away from him anymore if he nullifies you. So that's the idea. You can't go Scepter, you can't Yule Scepter, you can't Force Staff. What other items do they have here? They're going another 4-staff on Whitemon. That's it. But, I mean, even 4-staffs, you saw, it almost kept Tiny alive there. I guess that's why he built it. And I like this item, by the way, from Moonmeander. He's going for a 4-staff of his own because we saw Tomato. He's going to be Sprout-teasy if you don't get him out of those trees.
Yeah.
And there's a talent for Nature's Prophet now at level 20. 75% miss chance for sprouted units. He's going to take it, right?
I believe it's so good.
It's so good against Lina, too, right? Any ranged hero?
Yeah.
In the Sprout?
He's thinking about it for now.
No! Oh, my God. I actually can't believe he didn't take it.
8 armor's decent.
It's a lot of armor, but I thought for sure he was going to take the Sprout miss chance.
75% miss chance, yeah.
You've got 2 right-clicking cores that are pretty easy to sprout, so...
Yep.
Pretty surprised there. Undying, or Tomato?
22 Savage thinking about poking his nose up this high ground. Next Roshan in a minute and a half. That's going to be crucial for both these two teams to play around. Undying going to go for a smoke. Yeah, it's not scouted by anything. A lot of summons, but they don't see that one as Lina Bra going to show himself in the mid lane. He caught wind of 23 Savage. Might have smoke pops though, and 23 Savage was invis, so now they know what's going on here, and T1 can react and assemble themselves around this Roche Pit area, as it looks like Undying is going to have to disengage. Maybe this is where we look for a re-smoke or for T1 to smoke themselves, because this is so crucial to win this next fight.
Yeah, I think he needs to go the Blink Dagger or the Shadow Blade, because if they smoke and they find Weaver, it's like, okay. That's not going to work. And they don't really have anyone else to catch him. I mean, I guess Pango's like, okay. He's actually got a Basher on Saberlight, so these BKBs are losing value. I guess that's the idea behind the Scotty, is he wants to further counter the BKBs. But I think an item that allows him to get... Like, that last fight, the only reason he was able to dish so much damage was because T1 committed onto him. I don't think they're going to make that mistake again. I think he has to bring himself to them instead. So Shadow Blade or Blink, I would like a lot. Let's see, what other big items? Oh, roll.
Coming top, they find the Invoker. They start things off with the roll. Saberlight uses the shard to turn things around, and they get Carl. A pretty big pickoff. He's dead for 70 seconds with Roche alive. He may be forced to buy back.
Yeah, they have Vlad's troll. Like,
yeah.
They're going to take it.
They have good ways to scout the pit. And, uh-oh. Perhaps a mistake. Can he get out of there, Moon? Oh, no.
Wait, what?
He's a gem, too. I believe he dropped the gem. They put the tombstone on the high ground. They want to fight this one. Buybacks from both Monkey and Invoker. The chase is on. Saberlight's got to be careful. He's got no more Rolling Thunder. He may just go down. There's a Tornado impedes there. But he gets out.
High ground Tombstone.
Yep. Tombstone is just absolutely slowing down everyone. 23 Savage finally trying to focus it down, but he's just not able to hit it. It's still got some health left. The zombies.
The bugs for vision. Oh, that's annoying.
Using that roll-up so effectively on the Pangolier in these fights.
Yeah, but now they don't have... Do they have... Okay, so they still have BKB Troll. They don't have BKB Lina. He's going to have Satanic. That's really good this game because they don't have Burst other than Tiny Combo. And he's going to be stuck standing his ground a lot. And I really think Cuckoo, at the end of this game, even if they win, is going to regret not taking that 75% miss chance on sprouted units. I'm pretty sure it would have killed Bryle at some point in this game, but we'll see. Because he's going to stand his ground, he's going to Satanic, and he's going to need to hit people to get his... Oh! Bryle. He fell out of tree, semicolon stunned by Bryle.
I was like, what am I looking at here?
Yeah, he light striker raid just to keep his stacks up right as Moonmeander jumped on the trees.
Saw Moon coming for his creeps.
Yeah, he's like, no, that's my big camp.
You gotta send a message sometime. Very true. See if T1, it feels like Undying the one making all these plays, and at some point T1 maybe have to consider themselves becoming the aggressors. They're grouped up to some extent here, but Voker elsewhere on the map looking to farm up a Scythe of Vice perhaps.
Yeah, this is a game now, though.
Yeah.
This is a game, because you're up by 4K, but you've also got Carrie Weaver, who is meant to be up, you know. And Troll is #1 net worth now on Tomato. I would say this game's... I'd say 50-50. What does Gaben say? Go to the graphs. It is 58% T1, so pretty close to 50-50 here.
Dying. Maybe underdogs, but they came into this TI as underdogs and have already shown up and surprised a number of people, I imagine. Before this series, there was 7-3, I believe, or 8-4 or something.
Can I just say that the comeback mechanic in Dota right now is pretty insane? Because we saw what happened in the early game, right? Saberlight, he's out leveling 23 Savage with just these like few comeback kills. I feel like the comeback experience in Dota is like when you were winning by 7K and now you're only winning by 4K, you're probably even or losing in levels. They're actually losing in XP on the side. Like Undying has the XP advantage.
Yeah.
So that's pretty crazy.
Yeah, it seems like that when you're behind, you get a lot. They've nerfed the comeback gold a lot, but yeah, comeback XP is still very much there. And Zerk on the high ground, gonna get Tomato a little bit low.
There's like something tilting about playing carry and having like supports or offlaners out leveling you just because they killed you once. I mean, 23 Savage hasn't even died yet. I can speak. It's 5-0-4.
Weaver in the pit, forcing this Roshan. Saberlight goes in just to scout it out and then swashbuckles away. He knows it's going on now. Rolling Thunder in the pit, always scary. They throw out the Wukong's command. Are they going to go for this? Can they time this one? 23 Savage go. They're a little bit too late.
Got the shard, Saberlight.
Yep. 23 Savage gets bashed up by the swashbuckle. 4-staff away. They're just on full retreat, and we'll see if Undying want to chase. They probably don't, with the Tombstone being committed in the pit. And Aegis already snagged. They may just back up and play a bit more defensively for the time being.
Yeah, Troll Warlord gets the shard now. I don't think I could possibly act as excited about this shard as Sunsfan was in his other cast. I don't know if you saw that. He legit talked about this shard in an excited tone for about 2 minutes. Yeah, it's basically his old ultimate.
Yeah.
But if he's in ranged form, I believe it gives status resistance. But if he's in melee form, it gives attack speed. And you can toggle it back and forth, is how Sunsfan sounded when he talked about it. I tried.
Very cool. Very cool.
Yeah, very, very cool. Yeah, so I mean, it's a free net worth, 1,400 gold. So yes, they did get Aegis on 23 Savage, but he definitely needs a damage item. He's queuing up the Nullifier. What is that good against? Lina doesn't have anything. You can't purge Satanic anymore. Saberlight doesn't have anything. I guess just the 4-staff. Just the 4-staff. I don't know if that's the item. I don't think there's anything else to dispel. I don't think people are really running away from him. I'd love to just see like a Daedalus or a Mjolnir, something like that.
We'll see if he changes his mind over time. Maybe you saw the troll with the Nullifier. It's like, I like that item. I want one of those.
I don't really get kited on Weaver though.
In Weaver. What's the plan here? T1 up only 4K gold. And we're 40 plus minutes in. That kind of a gold difference means absolutely nothing.
Say it again now. That's my gamer joke for the day. So let's see. I worry for the Weaver's ability to do damage. I think they're kind of just going to ignore him. They have the sheep done on Carl. That's a big pickup.
Yeah.
It was very difficult for them.
Scouted him by it at least, but yeah.
It was very difficult for them to prevent the BKBs and the roll. Like, they have a lot of control on T1, but it's not a lot of instant control that can't be BKB dodged. So, like, we've seen the Ice Path land a few times from Fog, but that's not really reliable. So this sheep is a pretty huge pickup for Carl.
You were a bit critical last game of the Lincoln's pickup by Tomato. This time around we get a Lincoln's on Lina. I feel like this fits a bit better, or
maybe he saw the sheepstick being built.
Yeah.
If that's the case, I'm down for it. The thing about last game was Tomato could still die. While I think if he gets his BKB off on Lina, he will not die.
Tomato, they may go on him here. They Ice Path to start things off. They get followed up with a tiny combo, and they blow him up before he can ulti. Saberlight's Rolling Thunder couldn't turn things around as Dubu goes for a TP out, but there's too much damage and a Ice Path. As Undying lose 2, they did get the tiny in return. Lina unloading and doing some good damage there.
And maybe his idea was to also maybe put it on Tomato there, but I don't think he quite had his Lincolns prior to that. The sheep already paying insane dividends there, as that was exactly what cost them the last fight, was not being able to burst the troll. Just that extra little bit of disabled. No buyback, 57 seconds. They don't know that though.
Yeah.
So they'll take it slow.
Anticipate always a potential as they don't want to go diving too deep here. They take out most of the tier 3 tower. Can they bring it down entirely? 23 Savage stills and Aegis. They're going to pop it.
That was really good poke by Undying.
Yeah,
they're not committing anything to this.
It's got a Aegis mostly uncontested. It was expiring in about a minute, so I don't think T1 are at all bothered by the Aegis, just being taken for nothing, but they don't get the tier 3 tower. They don't really get much after winning that fight. It's still a very neck-and-neck game, and Undying now have fully learned and must understand how to play into this Scythe of Vice. They need to come up with perhaps a new approach to these team fights.
Yeah, I think it's really important that T1 takes this top tier 2, because during the time where they're doing what they did bottom, normally Nature's Prophets will just TP to the other lane, the other side lane, and force reactions there, and then you're taking like a 5v4. And he can't do that because there's a tier 2 top. So really important, I think, if they can get that towards them ending the game. How many Roches did we predict? We predicted 3. So they're at 2. Okay. We had a pretty good idea here of how long this game was going to go. We were dealing with 2 very farm-heavy teams here.
We still need a lot more Avatos combos. We're 43 minutes in, there's only been 9.
Oh, come on, Zephyr.
My 19 plus is not looking too good.
Yeah. I lowered my prediction, so I'm feeling a bit better. Yeah. But this game, honestly, it's pretty difficult for both teams to end. They have a really good defense on both sides. A lot of poke and prod. So we got
Stun. He's going to look to force stop himself out. And
that's a gem.
Oh.
That's no joke. There's a gem in there.
Okay. Not the outcome he was hoping for elsewhere. T1 still hunting Zephyr on the tiny. Who can he find? He's close to this troll. Oh, he does
4-step into the toss.
Okay. Pops the BKB now. He's looking to fully run. He's being sprouted up. He's got no way out. Oh, no. Tomato, he's being right-clicked down. 23 Savage. The Hex is there to follow it up. He did pop the ultimate, so he's alive a bit long, but he's not life-stealing from anything. And 23 Savage will finish him off as soon as it expires. Zephyr's not done. He's going looking for more. Avalanche, toss back. Is a Boundless Striker's Moon. It's perhaps a bit futile here. He pops the Wukongs, but instantly dies. And now they're going to catch Lina in an Ice Path as well. 23 Savage gets bashed, but it's not a whole lot he's worried about. Lina has a buyback, but Undying have suddenly found themselves in dire straits. And not a place they want to be.
My Roche prediction and Toss combo predictions are in shambles right now. As T1 has just blown this game wide open.
Oh, 12.
I believe this was a 5k net worth lead 1 minute ago.
Yeah.
I think.
You only need one more Avatos combo, it looks like.
Only one more?
You're 13, right?
Zephyr, buddy. Get in there, buddy. No, Zephyr, what are you doing?
He's got buyback.
Okay, good.
He buys back into the game. Uh-oh. Chaos Meter is raining on down. Browse, Lina going to go down, and this may just be GG.
Leave some of them alive.
Pangolier, save
Keep it
life.
PMA.
He's not even there.
Dude, come on.
So far away.
Oh, my God.
GFG.
Oh, the DC from Tomato.
Nice.
Oh my
the
God.
tips.
Woo-hoo-hoo. He's not even in the game. Damn, there seems to be a little bit of saltiness.
Yeah. I wonder what that's... I vaguely recall, I don't know if it was Saberlight who made like some tweets about some of the SEA region or teams a while ago. Maybe it's related to that. I don't know. Or it's just something from some